Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, to the bishops of Connecticut, and all of the elders, up and coming elders in Great Millstone. Shalom, shalom. Peace and salutations to the elect, the hopeful elect, starting with 144,000 men, the governing body of the nation of Yasha Allah, and peace and salutations also to the believers, the ones who truly, sincerely believe in the name Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, men, women, and children, the elect, the 1/3 who will be delivered in that time, the day of the Lord. Okay, this is your brother, Nanya Allah, coming at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this will be edifying, straight to the point. I have a topic I want to get into, and it's, a touchy subject because it is something that, just put it out there. I came across this article some years back, and when I finally came into the truth, I said, Lord willing, one day I'll do a lesson on this topic. And, the Father finally gave me the spirit to do it today through the power of spirit of Habashim Yahushai. Lord willing, these precepts will match up correctly, because at the end of the day, this is addressing our enemy. Okay? And who is our enemy? Let's start with Psalms chapter 83. All right? These are the Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's enemy, so that makes it our enemy if you have repented and turned back to the way of the Lord and not living as a heathen anymore, okay? This is Psalms chapter 83, verse 1, and I'm going to read it in the NLT. O Yahweh, do not be silent, do not be deaf, do not be quiet, O Yahweh. Don't you hear the uproar of your enemies? Don't you see that your arrogant enemies are rising up? They devise crafty schemes against your people. They conspire against your precious ones. Who are the precious ones? The elect of the nation of Yasha Allah. Starting with the men, the women, and the children. All right. But it's the elect. All right. Come, Salaki, come, they say, let us wipe out Israel as a nation. We will destroy the very memory of its existence. So to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you must know who your enemy is. You must know they have planned to destroy you. And it is because of our disobedience that the Lord is allowing the 2/3 to be destroyed, but he is going to wake up the elect, and we will be protected, whoever they may be. I say we, but I include myself as the hopeful elect. I hope to be delivered. I hope I am of that number. This is why I'm doing this lesson right here. Okay? It says, yes, this was their unanimous decision. They signed a treaty as allies against you, against Yahweh's people, the Israelites, the biblical Israelites, no other nation. Okay? It reads, these Edomites, Ishmaelites, Edomites, the so-called white man, Ishmaelites, the so-called Arab, or I ain't gonna even say Middle Eastern, just let's say Arabs, Moabites, the so-called Chinese, Hagrites, more Ishmaelites, Gebalites, Ammonites, which are the so-called Japanese, Amalekites, which is so-called people over there in the land now who aren't the real biblical Israelites, but they're actually Edomites proclaiming to be Israelites. That's why they call themselves Israelis, okay? The so-called Jewish man, whatever the case may be. And the people of Philistia and Tyre, which are all Hamite nations or so-called Africans, okay? I'm going to go back to this chapter again, but I want to put that out there real quick. Who your enemy is, because when I read this article and show you the people that's involved and what we're drinking and eating, that's abominable. Lord willing, you'll go through your cabinets, you'll stop drinking what I'm going to show you, because I got a list for you, and you'll turn back from it and you won't ever digest it again. Now, I don't want to give the article away, so before I go into the article, I got a few precepts lined up just to set the stage. And this is 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 14. And it reads, of these things put in remembrance, charging them before Yahweh, that they strive not about words to no profit, but to the subverting of hearers. So this lesson that's coming out, it is not about vain words or about being, oh, I discovered something. No, I took my time. I looked up, did some research. And again, I hope and pray this will make you consider these products and things that you're ingesting daily. And again, it is not something that everybody might be aware of, or maybe people are aware. I'll tell you this, though, if you are aware and you're still drinking these products, that's probably going off. And I'm going to show you why. It says, verse 15, study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. And that's exactly what I hope and pray to do today. All right. Let's see. I guess I'll go ahead and read this, because this coincides. This is Ezekiel chapter 4 verse 12, and I've read this in several other few lessons dealing with food that's abominable, but it still goes hand in hand with what I'm going to go into today. It says, prepare and eat this food. As I'm reading this in the NLT, by the way. This is Ezekiel chapter 4 verse 12. Prepare and eat this food as you would barley cakes, while all the people are watching. Bake it over fire using dried human shit. I'm gonna say it like it is. Human shit as fuel, and then eat the bread. Then the Yahweh said, this is how Israel will eat defiled bread in the Gentile lands to which I will banish them. Which means wherever we're scattered, we're gonna eat defiled food. Why? It's a part of our punishment for our disobedience, for us serving other gods. And it's going to continue to be repetitive scriptures, a repetitive conversation, because we have little time left, and all there is to do at this point is to hammer the precepts, bring it out, warn the people that ye may consider your ways. Because again, the Lord is the one that's got to put the spirit on you to see what I'm talking about and say, hey, this is something I need to address in my household. You when I go what I'm about to show you, ain't going, if you don't know this, you're not going to want to have your children drinking or eating these products no more. And call all Yahweh Shimi, I was shy for keeping this article up. This is something that I would think would have been taken down, but the Lord must want this to come out. So all praises to Yahweh Shimi Shai. Okay, so we're gonna go to the article, and this is from 2012. However, there's a food list on here, because I said, well, I'm not gonna go into this article if things have changed. Nope. This is a law that was put into place, and it is something that is totally abominable, and it's something that, again, we should be concerned about. And look who we have here, Mr. Obama, the devil himself. And he ain't no so-called black man. He ain't no Israelite. He's a Hamite. So he would be on the list of Yahweh's enemy. Okay? For all you niggas out there that voted for this nigga who ain't an Israelite, he ain't your brother. Okay? He don't give a shit about you, and I'm going to prove it with this article. Actually, I hate to say I'm going to prove it. The Lord is going to prove it because he giving me the spirit to bring this out. And again, the water, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, Pepsi has succeeded with help from the Obama administration in keeping its controversial operations from considerations by its shareholders. What is this? Okay. It says, and this is LifeSite. This is in a actual a website that is against abortion. Okay. It says the Pepsi company, which is set to release the new product Pepsi Next, is coming out in the next coming weeks, is facing a more robust boycott as pro-life activists protest the company use of cells derived from an aborted fetus in a flavor enhancing research. But Pepsi has succeeded with the help from the Obama administration. So this motherfucker, because I'm guilty. I voted for him the first time, not the second time, because I had a brother who was near dear to me let me know he never voted for this nigga. He knew he was the devil. He knew he was wicked from 2008. He didn't trust it. I wish I would have listened to that brother then, because I wouldn't have this motherfucker's wickedness on me, you know. And look what he did when he was voted in the second term. Look what this motherfucker did. Obama, okay? He says in a decision delivered February 28, 2012, President Obama's Security and Exchange Commission, the SEC, ruled that Pepsi Company's use of cells derived from aborted fetal remains in their research and development agreement with Simonex to produce flavor enhancers falls under ordinary business operation. So right off the gate, you already know what this is going into. A lot of the food that we eat has a so-called flavor enhancer that's derived from aborted babies, okay? Whether it's miscarriage or not. The bottom line is this is an abomination, because you're drinking the spirit of dead babies, okay? This is horrible. This is wicked. And this is why this place needs to be fucking destroyed, all right? And I hate it here, because even though I have a list that I'm going to show you, we don't know, because this devil puts it in everything. We don't know what else it may be in. All right. But the scriptures say, Ecclesiastes 17:25, return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins, make thy prayer before his face and offend less. So again, you're obligated, if this information come out and it's proven through the scriptures that it's abominable, that you might want to consider not ingesting these things when you can, when you know for sure. Because I'm going to give you the updated 2023 list. I'm going to drop it in the description. And Lord willing, this video don't get taken down and it get taken away. But even if it does, hey, this has got to come out, man, because this is serious. All right. So again, Ecclesiastes 17:25, offend less, which is one of my favorite scriptures, because the Lord Yahweh Bashim, I was telling you, he know you're not going to get it perfect, but your ass better try. All right. He not dealing with effortless niggas. You have to put effort in. You have to try. That's why I read 2 Timothy. Study thyself and prove. All right. Let me get back to the article. And it reads, the letter was signed by attorney Brian Pico of the SEC Office of the Chief Counsel, was sent in response to a 36-page document submitted by PepsiCo attorneys, Salaki, in January 2012. In that filing, PepsiCo pleaded with the SEC to reject the shareholders' resolution filed in October 2011. So the shareholders were against this. All right. So that shows you, it's not really about what's right or wrong. It's all about profit. And all the people on this shareholders board could be from any nation, okay, including 2/3 Israelites, because you could best believe if you support abortion and a so-called black man or black woman, you think a woman has a right. Well, just so you know, you just endorsed this as well, because you don't know the enemy. Okay, this is fucking insane right here. And again, I thought this article would be down by now. Okay, because this lets you know this devil ain't gonna stop. He gonna keep the giving us the foul food and naming it under other things, and we're just gonna just keep taking it. No, nope, 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 nope. It says PepsiCo lead attorney George A. Sheeran, probably an Amalekite, noted that the resolution should be excluded because it deals with matters related to the company's ordinary business operations, and that certain tasks are so fundamental to run a company on a day-to-day basis that they could not be subject to the stockholders oversight. So they had to basically get Obama involved with Pepsi. So you know what happened? Pepsi probably endorsed this nigga. See, that's how this thing work in America. That's how this thing work. You give a gift, right? And then the president, whoever's in charge, he doesn't work for the people. He works for the company, because America is just big business. It's not about morals. I mean, come on, man. This is fucking wicked here. This is an abomination. I haven't even gotten into the list yet. All right. It reads, and this lesson might go over an hour. So, if you don't want to hear it, you think this is boring, this is not something that should be brought out, then yes, cut it off, because I'm not here to entertain. I want to, my whole goal with these lessons is to get one person to repent, to acknowledge something that they're doing wrong, and the Lord, he might have mercy on you. He might have mercy on you. He might have mercy on you. All right. It says, where was I at? Salaki. Oh, Debbie Vendiges, executive director of the Children of God for Life organization that exposed the PepsiCo Seminex collaboration last year, was applauded by the apathy and insensitivity of both Pepsi executives and the Obama administration. So they gave her a clap, but they still put the shit out. See, in America, it's all about debate. It's all about, well, I want to hear your side. I want to hear your side. But when the nation, when Yasha Allah, when 144,000, when Yahweh and the governing body take over, it won't be no motherfucking debate. Shit like this ain't gonna be going down no more. Okay? That's what's up. It's not gonna be no debate. It's not gonna be no lawyers to come and defend some fucking wickedness and abominations. It ain't happening. All right? I had to check that, Salaki. This is let me see. Okay. We're not talking about what kind of pencils PepsiCo wants to use. We're talking about exploiting the remains of an aborted child for profit. So that's a dead body. That's a dead body, bro. Using human embryonic kidney HEK 239 to produce flavor enhancers for the beverages is far a cry from routine operations. You damn right. It says PepsiCo also requested the resolution be excluded because it probed too deeply into the matters of complex nature upon which shareholders cannot make an informed judgment. There is no fucking informed judgment. This shit is wicked. This is wicked. In other words, PepsiCo thinks its shareholders are too stupid to understand what they're doing with the remains of aborted fetuses. Vintage stated, they are about to find out just how smart the public really is when they turn up the heat on a worldwide boycott. Listen, let me show you what this is all about now. First, let's start here. HEK 239 293 cells. Okay, it's a human embroidered kidney, 293 cells, also often referred to as HEK 293. 293 cells are an immortalized cell line derived from HEK cells insulated from a female fetus in the 70s. This shit been going on since the 70s, yo. That's why we got to get the hell out of here. But the Lord is exposing this goddamn devil. And I'm talking about the so-called white man, Esau Edom, all right? And I'm going to show you who is in charge, who developed this. It was the damn devil and the Moabites, all right? So the so-called Edomites and the so-called Moabites. That's why I showed you in Psalms 83 who your enemy is, okay? It reads, the HEK 293 cell line has been widely used in research for decades due to its reliable and fast growth and proximity for transfections. I don't know what that means, but let me go here. Yep. Shanghai, China's introduction of HEK 293F is a variant of the HEK 293 cell line that has been adopted for suspension growth, as the HEK 293 expression system permits the transfection of large volumes of cells, demonstrates high transfection efficiencies, and eliminates the need for changing the media many. Let me see here. I just wanted to show you that China and the so-called white man, which I'm going to show you exactly which white man I'm talking about, is involved in this. So this product is a flavor enhancer. So it makes certain drinks that we drink taste really good, and it makes you want it more. But you're drinking the residue of an aborted fetus, and this is a law. So it's never going to go away, and you can again thank wicked ass demonic Obama, who I pray that Yahweh Bahashim Hawashah destroys him and his whole lineage. Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Hawashah Bahashem Rahakwadash. Baba Kashah, Baba Kashah, Baba Kashah, destroy Obama and his whole lineage. Baba Kashah, Baba Kashah, Baba Kashah. Okay? And it reads, oh, I'm right here now. Nope. So Cinemax HEK food additive, this is the company that actually produces the product. And this company is I believe it's in California, all right? It's in California. Cinemax was an American biotechnology company that developed food additives. So why would a biotechnology company be involved with food additives? Well, it's pretty simple. To destroy the Israelites. I mean, you got the so-called yab, which is, you know, that serpent's juice. You got well, they obviously, you know, we eat all types of, not me no more because I repented, but a lot of Jakes, you know, they eat, you know, a lot of abominable things. And it's not just what's outlined in the law that you can actually see. You got to go deep with this, man, because you're trying to present your body as clean as possible to Yahweh Shai when he returned. I mean, if you got to quit smoking weed, I would imagine you got to quit drinking this shit and eating anything that has this food, this HEK 293 food flavor in it. I would imagine you're going to want to stop eating that, because you just read it's from dead babies. Aborted babies is a dead baby. and ain't no telling how they derive the cell lining from these dead babies. But it's imperative, man, that you consider this. And I'm going to read all this because I want to go to the enemy. That's what's most important. But look, it says the company claimed to have reverse engineered human taste and aroma receptors. It was founded by Lubert Stryber. Look at this motherfucker right here, man. Look at him. Okay? This is the motherfucker that created this. A goddamn devil. All right? He looked like he eat children alive, bro. Look at this motherfucker. Look at his teeth. And Paul Nervisky in 1998. On September 7, 2018, a private Swiss company, Firmenich, completed the acquisition of Semenix. So the company is owned by a Switzerland company now, but it's stationed in America. All right. Now let's look up the enemy. This is Lubert Stryer. Now let's take a guess what nation or what tribe this devil comes from, because it say he was born in China, right? All right. There we go. Wait 1 second. Salaki. I had this all lit up. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, he's so-called German. Okay. So he would be from the tribe of Teman. But I want to read it. He was born in, okay. Lubert's father had come to China from Germany, his mother from Russia, in order to escape the turmoil in Europe. This motherfucker might be an Amalekite, though, to be honest with you. Nevertheless, I'm going to go with German, because only the Temanites, who are the upper echelon as far as of intelligence, these are the Smiths for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. They created the so-called atom bomb. He put that spirit on them. They some smart ass Edomites, man. All right, and they know who we are, so they try to do everything to pollute us. You know damn well nobody should be drinking nothing from no aborted fetuses and shit, man. That's just awful, bro. It reads, in order to escape the turmoil in Europe, but the Japanese invaded and intended and intervened in Shanghai's British, Canadian, blah, blah, blah. So bottom line is he's a Temanite and he's the devil. And he produced and made and came up with the formula to do these things today. And again, may Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai destroy this devil right here. He's 86 years old. I hope he get a horrible death, you know. Baba Kasha, Baba Shah, Baba Kasha. I hope the Lord, man, and I'm gonna claim this nigga as my slave. Yup. So in the kingdom of heaven, if I'm in on the first go around, this motherfucker become my slave, I'm gonna kick your ass to the moon every morning before you even go to work. I'm gonna, yep. Because I'm going to have superpowers. I'm going to kick you so far. And if you die, I'm going to resurrect you, bring you back to life, put you all back together so you can go to work for the day. Then every morning you got to look forward to getting kicked as far as I can kick you with all my might. Kick your goddamn bowels out, you devil. All right. So that's one of the enemies that produced this. Okay. Now, hold up. Let's look at the food list. Let's look at this. I'm not going to go through this whole list because it's insane. But here is, it was updated. This is what made me actually go and do this lesson, because I thought this can't be, going on. This probably done, this is still happening. Look, a large number of major food and drink brands across the United States and the world have partnered with the San Diego-based company Semenex. See, this is why it's certain chips and drinks you drink, they be so good and you just keep eating it is because this flavor enhancer, which is aborted babies, dead babies, bro, brothers and sisters, Akium and Aqua. That's what this is, man. It says, which has created a flavor enhancer using the cell lines of an electively aborted human being. Shit. I compiled a comprehensive list of the food brands using Seminex for those who also seek to no longer support or consume these brands. So this is what looks to be an Edomite that's exposing his own people, but he could be, you know, a Israelite foreigner, because this is a serious topic right here, you know. And as you're gonna find out, pretty much every brand that's so-called a popular brand, they bought into this because they want to keep you addicted to their products, man. In the meanwhile, you're making yourself abominable. Now, when you didn't know, the Lord winked at you. But once you read this and you come across this, well, you kind of got to make a decision, you know. You can't just be willingly drinking this shit and eating the shit that's on this list. And again, I'm gonna put it in the chat of the description, so you know, brothers and sisters can actually look this up themselves. You know, don't take my word for it. Look, everything I'm showing you, look it up. And if I'm wrong about anything, feel free to come on the comment board and I'll go look it up. And if I'm wrong, I will correct it. But from where it stands, it's pretty plain as day, plain upon table. It says, I will go out my way not to support companies who go out their way to support slaughter of innocent human children. And we already know who's the most slaughtered. All right. And I'm going to pull that out. You'll notice that there is almost always a more local, more organic option right beside the brand name products. And these alternative options always seem to be many times healthier as well. They tend to lack ingredients like high fructose corn syrup, red and blue dyes, which is pork. All right, look it up. Along with lacking the use of Seminex as a flavor enhancer. More information with direct info sources and citations can be found below. But without further ado, here's the comprehensive list. Now, look, again, I know everybody got one or more of these products in their house, and you may have drunk some of this stuff today. You might drink it tomorrow, but you must know from today moving forward, once you listen to this video, you know you're drinking an aborted baby. All right, look, Pepsi, Starbucks, Frito-Lay, Quaker, Gatorade. I know, hey, it is what it is, bro. Lipton, Nestle, Kraft, all Kraft products like that. Kraft macaroni and cheese that you like to give your children because you women don't want to make some real macaroni and cheese. Well, you're giving your child aborted baby food or whatever. That's what you're doing. It says Campbell's food, so Campbell's soup, Coca-Cola products. I don't even know who this is. Saleh. Pepsi products, Frito-Lay, Tropicana. I know a lot of Jakes like to give their children Tropicana orange juice, Tropicana juice, period. Well, guess what? I'm showing you right here. And it go deeper. If I go down, it's going to show you all the Tropicana products they have, and all the Frito-Lay products. Look, Quaker again, Gatorade, Lipton. No, you know, brothers like Lipton. Pfizer products. That's a damn vaccine company. So when you niggas went out and rushed and got that serpent's juice, well, you also put that in your body as well. How about that? On top of all the other stuff, you put this in your body as well. All right. Look, Baby Ruth, Bitter Honey, Butterfinger, California Pizza, you know, frozen pizzas. I mean, DiGiorno pizzas. I used to like DiGiorno's pizza till I read this. Haagen-Dazs ice cream, 80s ice creams, drumsticks, dryers. Look, man, the list goes on and on. Hold up, though. Hold up. Now let's look at beverages. Boom. Look at all the Gatorade. I know Jake loves Gatorade. Nestle Quick. Look, Tropicana products, tea, coffee, Starbucks, Seattle's Best, Carnation's Maxwell House, Taster's Choice, decaffeinated, energy drinks, Gatorade, Powerade, Sobe, Monster, Amp, double shots. Look, Pepsi, Sierra Mist, Mountain Dew, Sprite, Brisk, 7-Up, even water, Aquafina, Dasani, Pure Life, Pierre. These motherfuckers right here charge you an arm and a leg for their water, and these motherfuckers right here, and you're buying aborted baby fetuses, bro. That's fucking wicked. That's just like buying a sea roach, which is shrimp and lobster. But see, this is what's wrong with us. This is what's wrong with us. All right. Hold up. Let me get it real quick. Let me get it. See, we don't know, man. We a lot of us are still in the dark, and so it makes you you, and I'm talking about the people in the world, because this is a lot of brothers and sisters gonna come across this, and they gonna make a change. They gonna make a change. It says, "For my people is foolish; they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And it is evil once you figure this out to continue to ingest, to put this crap in your body. All right." But look at all these Gatorades. Look, man, that's why that shit tastes so good. You constantly drinking it. Slice, Ocean Spray, all Mountain Dew products, all them energy drinks brothers be drinking. This is what's in there, bro. This is what's in there. Look, is awkward. Look, just plain old bottled water. First, you got the plastic that's fucking you up, and now you're drinking aborted baby fetuses. Come on, man. This is horrible. Look at all this on here. Look. So, I'm not going to, go through this whole list. I'm going to put this in the description box. Lord willing, I don't forget. All right. So now let's go to a couple of precepts. And it says, Son of man, this is NLT, Ezekiel chapter 3:17. I have appointed you as a watchman for Israel. Whenever you receive a message from me, warn the people immediately. This message was sent to me, and I'm sure other brothers may have done lessons on this. So if that's the case, call all Yahweh Bashir and Shabbarakatah, all right? But I'm going to bring it out again. It says, if I warn the wicked, saying, you are under penalty of death, but if you fail to deliver the warning, they will die in their sins, and I will hold you responsible for their deaths. But if you warn them and they refuse to repent and keep on sinning, they will die in their sins, but you will have saved yourself because you obeyed me. And it's righteous to bring this out, okay? To let the people know what they're putting in their body that can ultimately, okay, man, if it's an abomination, it's an abomination. This is an abomination. It's an aborted fetus. That's a dead body. And they're taking the cells out of it and adding it to your fucking drinks and some of the foods you eat, as I just showed you. All right. Now let's look at this real quick. Let's look at this this article so you can know what's going on here. It says more than 20 million so-called black babies have been aborted since 1973. Roe versus Wade, Supreme Court decision legalized abortion in our country. Non-Hispanic black women have significantly higher abortion rate at 24.4 per 1,000 women of reproductive age than that of non-Hispanic whites at 6.2 and Hispanic so-called Latinos at 11.4. So basically Eve killing her baby, and then they taking our little brothers and sisters and turning them into what? Flavor enhancer. And I'm going to say it just like that. Fuck it. Because that's what it is. 39.2% of all reported abortions in the U.S. in 2020 were performed on the so-called nigger woman. However, only 12.4% of the population is black. So look at this down. Let me just skip down here. It says African Americans are no longer the nation's largest minority group. Today, Hispanics or so-called Latinos have outpaced blacks in population growth. For every 1,000 live births, non-Hispanic black women had 426 abortions. So these bitches is killing half of the babies being born, and then because they're sottish, they don't know the Lord, they don't know their enemy, because the black woman is the partners with Esau. You see, hey, the reason Obama won is because the nigger woman was the one getting out there voting. Jake didn't go out and vote like that, So they voted the enemy in, and then the enemy helped perpetuate a law that's a law. Not even Donald Trump gonna change it. He don't give a fuck. Joe Biden ain't gonna change this law. Why? Because it make money. I bet you every last one of them politicians got stock in all these companies because that flavor enhancer keeps you buying. Come on. Wake up, brothers and sisters. Put that shit out of your system. Stop buying these products and stop putting them in your body. There is alternatives, just like the article said. And at the end of the day, if you can't find an alternative, then don't just eat the shit. Suffer. Who the fuck needs some Doritos and shit and Frito-Lays? You could just, man, drink some water, man, and fry you some potatoes up. Shit. But at the bottom line is, most of it, from this article right here, you can just go ahead and say that the majority of the flavor enhancer is coming from us. So we're like our worst enemy, and the Lord is allowing that to go down because He's not dealing with a lot of us. But those of you who see this and you recognize like this ain't no bullshit right here, and repent and hey, take it off your plate, take it out your family house, because it's a disgusting thing. Now again, I said at the beginning of the lesson, about offending less. I brought that precept out because I'm also understanding. Up until I read this and learned this, I consumed a lot of those products as well. But once I found out, I did stop. Hey, I did. And call Allah Yahabashir Shah, I haven't taken any other things that's mislabeled. I go out my way, man. I read the back of everything. This truth is about studying everything you put in your body, because your body is the temple, right? And if that's the case, you can't be putting this type of stuff in your body once you're aware of it. And again, there may be other things that we're not aware of. The Lord, if it's time, He's going to reveal it, and a brother will bring it out. But this is being brought out today. Got to make some changes. Now let's go back to what needs to happen to the people who brought this to our plate. All right. This is first we need to read Jeremiah 6:15. Were they ashamed when they had committed the abomination? Nay, they were not at all ashamed. Because some Jake might be like, well, we can't do this or do that. And that's not really cool, bro, because I'm showing you something. If you can't eat pork and you can't touch a dead body, or when you touch a dead body, you unclean, how much worse it is when you're ingesting. And again, these devils know this. They know when we are in sin that the Lord ain't dealing with us. So Most High said, he would put the spirit on them to reveal their own wickedness, and then it's up to us to scale the precepts and line it up and try to make a lesson out of it to feed the flock, and then ultimately get a brother or sister to recognize this and get this shit out your house. And this would be leaven too. You don't want none of this shit in your house when it comes to Passover neither. All right, it says neither could they blush, therefore they shall they shall fall among them that fall at the time that I punish. When you go into that word visit, look, when you go into that word visit, hold up, Slaki. Oh, it's not on here, Slaki. Oh, here we go. Gotta be moving fast, Slaki. It says to attend, to muster, to reckon, visit, punish. All right, he's looking after, but you're gonna get dealt with because you know now. You know, it says know better, do better. All right. So it says at that time that I visit them, they shall be cast down, saith the Lord. This is not just talking about the 2/3. This is also talking about the enemy that actually put this shit together to poison us, to keep us in a perpetual abominable state, if you will say. All right. This is Proverbs 28:9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer should be an abomination, right? Because the law is you shouldn't be eating abominable things. And again, it's not just shrimp, crab, and lobster. It's cigarettes. That's abominable. That can kill you. Smoking, period, is abominable. It slowly kills you. It tells you, right? I used to smoke, and I feel a hell of a lot better now that I don't smoke. Call halal Yahabashir Shah for removing that demon off me. And I never want to pick up another cigarette or blunt again. So why would I want to drink some shit that's abominable as well or eat it? Makes no sense. And I want the Lord to hear my prayers. I need all my prayers heard, bro. All right. But look, let's deal with the enemy now. Let's deal with this devil. It says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Well, we know who he is. It's the self-proclaimed so-called white man, Esau Edom, from the tribe of Teman, the so-called Germans, and the Amalekites. All right? That's who put this together. And why could he do something like that? Because the earth is given to him. So right now, he's in power. So he can do whatever he wants to do. But the Lord is going to protect the elect. And the way he starts protecting you is waking you up. And he sends out watchmen to warn you, to blow the trumpet, to let you know that this shit right here is an abomination and you need to remove it from your life. Okay? And I'm going to read this again. Well, no, I don't got to read it again. But look, the Edomites, the Israelites, the Moabites, the Ammonites, the Amalekites, and the people of Philistine and Tyre, which is the so-called Hamites, which would be Obama. All right. These are the Most High's enemies. And they're trying to destroy us in this last day. Why? Because they know we are the people and we're going to ultimately be over them. And they're going to do whatever they can to make ourselves unclean and abominable just like them, so you can't be delivered. Okay, this is Jeremiah chapter 49:7. It's like Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 7. This message was given, and I'm reading in NLT, concerning Edom. This is what the Lord of heaven's army says. Is there no wisdom in Teman? And as you know, Teman was the name of an Edomite clan, and it's Epoium, according to the Bible, in the ancient biblical town of Arabia Petra. All right. So the team is the so-called Germans. Again, the top of the line when it comes to technology and coming up with wicked weapons and shit like that. That's how the Lord designed them. They are a spirit created for destruction, if you will say. But the Lord is going to deal with them. They're going to be dealt with. And I'm going to read it to you. It says, Is there no one left to give wise counsel? Turn and flee. Hide in the deep caves, you people of Dedan. Who are the people of Dedan? Let's see. Dedan Kamathi Wakuri was a senior military and spiritual leader of the Kakuyu rebels involved in the Mau Mau uprising, widely regarded as a revolutionary leader. Let me go right here. The Don is an Arabian people mentioned in the Bible as descendants of Cush and Keturah. So these are Hamites. Right here. Philistia and Tyre, Hamites. Now, I don't list the Dan right here, but the so-called Africans are God's enemies, Yahweh's enemies as well. And that's why they're mentioned in here. And I wanted to bring that out. For when I bring disaster on Edom, I will punish you too. Obama. That's how I look at this. This is for you, Obama. The Lord's going to fuck you up for pushing that law after you had all the so-called black people vote for you, and you tricked them, and you made them think you was a so-called black man, and you not. You a Hamite. And on top of that, you a Mo. We know this. All right? Then we jump down to verse 10. But I will strip bare the land of Edom, America, and all the inhabitants that come from that bloodline. That's what that means. And there will be no place left to hide. Because according to Isaiah chapter 34, America is going to be utterly destroyed. Don't quote me on that, but America is going to be a desert. All right. Its children, its brothers, its neighbors will all be destroyed, and Edom itself will be no more. So that's the judgment coming to you, devils. Who is Edom though? Look, this is Malachi 1. And I'm gonna read verses 2 through 4. It says, I have always loved you, says the Lord, but you retort, really? How have you loved us? This is the so-called Israelite saying, do you really love us? Because you know, look what you've done to us. But we need to understand the way the Yahweh B'Shem Shah loves us is by chastising us. That's how a good father, a real father, loves his children. He getting that ass when you go off. He don't let you just get away with shit. You're supposed to do that, man. And that's what the Lord doing to his elect right now. All right. It says, and Yahweh replies, this is how I show my love for you. I loved your ancestor Jacob. Why? Because he gave him the promise. He gave him the name Yasharallah when he wrestled with that angel. All right. The Prince of Power. That's how he showed his love. And what? But I hated his brother because rejected. Look, let me just go on here and show you because I don't want you to, this is a different Bible translation. I want you to know. Look, I want you to know what the Lord say. All right. I don't want you thinking. Let's see. Hold up. It says, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons in the wilderness. Okay. So the Lord hates you, Esau. He hates this devil right here. But he created him because he's the father of all spirits to create this damn defiled thing. Because according to Ezekiel chapter 4, when he said we will eat defiled bread, this is an example. And it's up to you to come up out of that once you learn the truth. Okay? So he says, I turned Esau's inheritance into a desert of jackals. Esau's descendants in Edom may say, we have been shattered, but we will rebuild the ruins. But Yahweh of heaven's armies replies, they may try to rebuild, but I will demolish them again. And that again is coming in the day of the Lord, when our Lord and Savior Yahweh shall come back in his glory and destroy this place. And why shouldn't it be destroyed? We are drinking the effects or the after death of aborted babies, and mainly the so-called Negro baby. How about that? I'm gonna say it just like that. All right. I hope it make you feel bad. I hope it make you consider it. It says, this country will be known as the land of wickedness, America. This is the land of the wickedness. And their people will be called the people whom the Lord is forever angry, which really he just said this. This is what he really said. He said, he says, the border of wickedness. So I'm gonna read this over in the KJV. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. So he's gonna always be angry at this people that he created to be who they are. They are the wicked. They can never do righteousness, and they won't. This is Obadiah chapter 1, which is only one chapter. And I'm going to start here. Yeah. At this time, not a single wise person will be left in the whole land of Edom. This is the NLT, saith the Lord. For on the mountains of Edom, I will destroy everyone who has understanding. See? Look, the mightiest warriors of Teman will be terrified. This nigga right here, he gonna be terrified one day. Lord willing, he gonna be my slave. The mighty warriors of Teman will be terrified, and everyone on the mountains of Edom will be cut down in slaughter. You hear that? You hear that, Esau, Edom? You hear that? It says, because of the violence you did to your close relatives, Israel, you will be filled with shame and destroyed forever. Okay? Says, this day is near when I, the Lord, will judge all godless nations. So that would be all these people right here, all these nations are going to be judged. And this judgment is going to be harsh. It's going to be through nuclear fire, all right, pelting this place, as I like to say, until it's nothing left. From sea to shiny sea, this place will be the lake of fire. And it's going to start with you damn Edomites. It says, as you have done to Israel, so will be done to you. All your evil deeds will fall back on your own heads. So you're going to get a double dose. Let's see. Let me find that precept. Deuteronomy 30, I think. Lord will inflict these curses. There we go. Deuteronomy 30:7. The Lord Yahweh will inflict all these curses on your enemies and all those who hate and persecute you. Then you will again obey Yahweh and keep all his commands that I'm giving you to this day. So they're going to get a nice little double portion of all this shit they done to us. But I just want to kick that motherfucker to the moon, or as far as I can kick him every morning. That's going to be his daily routine. Every morning, when I wake up, after my prayer, after, I do what I got to do with the woman, whatever, I'm going to go outside, and that's going to be the first slave I kick as far as I can kick. That's what I want to do. All right. It says, just as you swallowed up my people on the holy mountain, so you and your surrounding nations will swallow up the punishment I pour out on you, which is going to be those nukes, man. That's what's gonna fix this situation right here. For coming up with a wicked concoction, a conspiracy, and then made it a fucking law to put flavor enhancers that's derived from aborted babies, which are really from the so-called Negro tribe, because you nigger women are the ones that's going to get the most abortions. So you're contributing. So you get the abortion, and then you go get you a Gatorade with some, one of them products on there. You see how wicked this place is? Man, it says, So you and your surrounding nations will swallow the punishment I will pour out on you. Yes, all you nations will drink and stagger and disappear from history. Woo! But Jerusalem will become a refuge for those who escape. It will be a holy place, and the people of Israel will come back and to reclaim their inheritance. So not only America is going to be destroyed, but also Israel, and it's going to be burnt up. And the Edomites, the ones, the upper echelon Edomites, the kings of the earth, they're going to be rebuild all that land, as well as you other heathen. Okay, the people of Israel will be a raging fire, and Edom will be a field of dry stubble, and the descendants of Joseph will be a flame roaring across the field, devouring everything. There will be no survivors in Edom. I, the Lord, have spoken. And as you know, according to Isaiah 55, when Yahweh Bashir, let me get it. Let me just get it. Instead of saying it. Isaiah 55 and 11. It is the same with my word. I send it out. This is Isaiah 55 and 11 in NLT, and it always produces fruit. Meaning, when Yahweh Hashem say he's going to kill you, he's going to destroy you, that shit is going to happen, and it's not going to be on your time. It's going to come like a thief in the night. All right. It says, and I send it out, and it always produces fruit. It will accomplish all I want it to, and it will prosper everywhere I send it. Okay, so the Lord spoke. Edom gonna be destroyed. You gonna be destroyed. Obama gonna be destroyed, and you damn so-called Chinese people gonna be destroyed for being involved with putting this concoction together. So, Lord willing, this was edifying and straight to the point. And I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakwadash.